Hello and welcome to another edition of our series exploring the opportunities for improvements in cancer care set out in the new Cancer Plan for England. Today I'm speaking with Anne Crowdas, Lead Research Nurse for Cancer Research UK and the Wessex Cancer Alliance, on her thoughts around the research and innovation elements of the National Cancer Plan.
Hi Sally, and thank you for inviting me here today to share my thoughts. It's so encouraging to see research and innovation getting an entire chapter in the National Cancer Plan, and with some genuinely exciting opportunities for clinical teams as well as patients and people affected by cancer. I think the ambitions describe a future where research is fully embedded in clinical care. And for me, I think that really means a future where research becomes part of every patient's story and provides opportunities for new treatments, new possibilities, and of course, a new hope, whilst giving clinical teams the chance to be part of something bigger than just day-to-day care.
The plan describes research and innovation as a key enabler of progress. What does that mean?
Well, when the plan calls research and innovation a key enabler of progress, what it's really saying is that the improvements that we and people affected by cancer want to see won't happen without research. And in practice, that means that every step forward for patients in all aspects of cancer care, from diagnosis, kinder and better treatments, or better survival, all really starts with research. So I suppose, put simply, research is what makes progress possible, and it's how we move from where we are now to where patients want us and need us to be in the future.
What does Wessex Cancer Alliance need to do differently or more of in order to achieve these ambitions?
But I think for Wessex Cancer Alliance, it's not about starting from scratch. It's really about doing a few things differently or more consistently and making sure that we're maximising our strengths as an alliance. So I would say, firstly, really embedding research into everyday care so that every patient who is seen is having the opportunity to take part in research, regardless of where they live or where they're being treated. Secondly, I would say it's important to make it easier for clinical teams to get involved with research, or at least enabling them to be aware and know what research is happening across the Alliance, and really working on strategies to ensure that research feels very much part of the job and not an added extra. I think thirdly, it's about strengthening collaboration across organisations. I think that's something the Alliance already does really well, but it's about taking opportunities to share information and expertise, share best practice, and really promote the excellent work that is already happening in research. And I think we also need to continue and strengthen our working relationships with research organisations in our area, such as the Southampton Clinical Trials Unit, the Experimental Cancer Medicine Centre, and of course, the Research Delivery Network. So ultimately, it's about creating a culture where research is everyone's business and where patients can benefit from this wherever they happen to be treated.
Anne, how do you feel the Cancer Plan has captured the need to really embed research and innovation into routine cancer care? And how do you see research and clinical trials progressing, short term versus the long term?
Yeah, well, I think the Cancer Plan does a really strong job of recognising this. It's really quite explicit that we won't see real improvements in outcomes without properly embedding research and innovation into routine care. And it's across the pathway from early detection through to treatment and survival. And for me, that's a really big shift, because it moves research from being seen as something that is sometimes regarded as additional to something that's really fundamental to care. And it's been an aspiration for as long as I've been a research nurse, so quite a long time. So seeing this articulated in the Cancer Plan is really uplifting. I think in the short term, we will quite rightly see a lot of focus on access to research and trials, really making sure that more patients have access to these trials, opening studies in more settings and focusing on making trials and research more accessible for everyone. And of course, we also needed to make it easier for clinical teams to take part by reducing the practical barriers, sharing practice and working together to make research feel more routine. I think in the longer term, the ambition is much bigger and therefore perhaps more challenging. It's about changing the culture so that research becomes integral to how we deliver care for everyone, anywhere, and across the cancer pathway. And I think alongside that, we'll see more personalised trials, more use of data and digital tools, and hopefully much faster translation of discoveries into actual treatments. And on a personal note, as a long-time research nurse working with people affected by cancer, I'm really excited to see research and innovation so central to the cancer plan. Research is really how we turn science into treatment. It's how we give hope to those affected by cancer and really just keep friends and families together for longer.
Thank you, Anne, for sharing your thoughts on the National Cancer Plan and the opportunities that we have ahead of us for developing research and innovation for our population and together with our workforce. In our 10th and final podcast in this series, I will be looking back at what we've learnt about the National Cancer Plan and where the biggest challenges and the greatest opportunities lie for our work in the future. Thank you for listening.